Hi guys, it's Jessica and welcome to another BU video. I really love this series, as you guys are aware. So in this video we're going to be talking about friendships and moving on from friendships. So what's a sign that it might be time to move on to a new friendship, and how you might be able to prevent that from happening, and how to cope when it does happen. So there have been many friendships that I have just lost over time for various reasons, but the main one being we just kind of grew apart. So some signs that this might be happening is, first off, maybe you aren't able to talk to them about things that you used to be able to talk to them about, or you just don't know what the heck to talk to them about anymore. I've had this happen to me a lot, actually, where I just didn't feel comfortable talking about things around my friends anymore, or I didn't know what to talk to them about anymore because I didn't have the same interests as them anymore. People's interests change quite frequently, I think, and this is definitely no exception. So that brings me to the second point, which is the second one, which is maybe you just don't like doing the same things they like doing. It's very similar to the talking subjects. Like, I've had to not be friends with people anymore because they were constantly talking about drinking and smoking pot and stuff like that. I'm not into that stuff. I have never been into that stuff, and I probably never will be into that stuff. It's just not something that like appeals to me. I don't mind talking about it, but it's like, how can I really talk about it when I don't do it, you know? Like, how can I talk about what a drink tastes like when I don't drink much? Or how can I talk about what kind of weed is good weed when I've never had weed? You know, so it's kind of like your interests can change, you know, and therefore so can the relationship you have with your friends. So, yeah. And then lastly, if you feel pressured at all to do things you don't want to do, that could also be a sign that it's time to move on from the friendship and just, you know, have a change of scenery, I guess. So those are like the three signs that it might be time to move on. Now, what can you do about these signs to maybe prevent this from happening? You could talk to your friends about it. You could talk about how you're not feeling super comfortable around them. You're not, you know, feeling happy around them or anything, or, you know, you're having a hard time finding things to talk about. Stuff like that. You can just talk to them about it, and, you know, if they're a really good friend, then they'll probably understand and they'll probably try to include you more. But if it's just kind of time to move your separate ways, then that's also totally fine. It's totally okay because it happens. You know, you can still keep tabs on them on Facebook or whatever, but it just might not be as close as it used to be. So then, the other thing is you could maybe suggest doing things that won't put you in the situation where you feel pressured to do things. That's another great thing that you could probably do to kind of make it a little bit easier to hang out with these people. And like, the third thing is similar to that, where you just kind of plan the day. Like, you are gonna step up and be like, I'm gonna plan the day, and, you know, that might prevent things from going haywire, I guess. And then I guess there's another thing too, is you could definitely like bring up things to talk about so that you're not constantly talking about things you have no knowledge of. So onward to how you can cope with losing friends. This is like the hardest thing for me personally. I have a hard time coping when I lose friends. And the first thing that I really do is I just kind of sit there and be a baby about it, in all honesty. Like, because I love my friends pretty much just as much as I love my family, so it is really hard for me when I lose contact with a friend or lose a friend. It's just really difficult for me. And I always think, what could I have done better? You know, how could this be a positive situation? And the truth is, sometimes you just can't do anything better, you know? Sometimes it really is just the way it is, you know? So, I don't know. I think that, you know, you need your time to just kind of wallow about it, just like a breakup, honestly. Especially if they're a close friend. And then sometimes you just need you need to go talk to someone. So have another friend that you can go talk to, or maybe try to make a new friend and then talk to them about it. I don't know. I talked to my friend Casey a lot about like how I lost this friend and how I'm sad about it and how I miss them, and, you know, so yeah, and she kind of helps me figure out if I should really miss them or not, because there are some friends that I've lost who were just not very nice to me anyways. Why am I sad about it? And she kind of puts things to light. So talking to someone else could kind of make things better, you know, like, yeah, I lost this friend, but were they really a good friend to me? Or, yeah, I lost this friend, but why do I care? You know, that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just need to bounce your thinking onto someone else so they can help you think through it, if that makes any sense. Alright, so then the last way that I kind of cope is to just find something else to do, and my fallback is usually YouTube, because I think of you guys as my friends as well, and now that I'm like super regular with uploading, it's actually hard for me not to upload for you guys. Like yesterday I lost my SD card, so I couldn't upload, and that really sucked. So yeah, that's about it that I have to say for that. And if you guys ever do go through like losing a friendship, you know, maybe you're not friends anymore, or you need something or anything like that, then you guys can always talk to me. My information is always down below in the description box. I am here for each and every one of you if you're going through a rough time. I will respond within 24 hours, and yeah. So that is basically all I want to say about friendships and everything. I hope the lighting is okay. I'm at Jay's house, so things are a little bit different for me to film. Things are just a little bit chaotic here when it comes to filming. But I actually have been liking the outcome of the filming that I've done so far. In all honesty, I like it better than when I film at my house, so that's kind of nice and random. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you still like this BU series. If you have any kind of topic you want me to talk about, then please leave them down below. Also, I would love it if you guys could go check out my vlog channel, and if you guys have any topics you want Jay and I to discuss together, then leave those down below as well, because we're willing to talk about anything and everything. And I don't know, we're willing to do it, so check it out. Alright, you guys, I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.